La Puya resistance is uh, not only women, but women playing a very important role in it, organizing to stop the mine, to stop the gold mine that is bringing a lot of pollution and not only damaging the environment, but also extracting the culture and extracting, damaging our social network because it divides the community and so on. And the case of La Puya resistance is quite important, quite different, because it brings together um, indigenous communities and mestizo. And this concept of complementarity is quite important here because it's a concept also that is in the Mayan philosophy, so to speak. So it really is understandable. There are more men killed in here because of their defense of the land and territory. But women suffer that, live that in a different way, and the impact is differentiated because the women are generally subject of sexual violence and rape. But the women used to come in the front of the demonstrations singing religious songs, for instance, strengthening the peaceful character of the resistance and the demonstration. So they have a set of strategies that really go beyond, the very confrontational ones, doing what they call turns to stop the machinery of the mine to get into the territories. And this has happened for 8 years, 24 hours a day, which is just in itself incredible. The kind of resistance that they have. I think a lot of what jazz does uh, is important because of how we do it, not only what we do. And we say our style of work, in that sense, makes the difference. The kind of accompaniment and support that we do is based on the trust that has built sometimes for many years, with these women. And building trust is a very key and central part of how we work. We link very much intersectionality with identity. Uh, and this is a process, it's not something that we do in one conversation. Indigenous peoples, indigenous women are not all the same. And non indigenous or mestizo women are not the same. There are some things that unite us and that we feel very strongly. For instance, racism, and we talk about racism against indigenous women mainly. But also, I can feel racism if I go, to other country, to other contexts, or in the front of uh, the rich people here, for instance, who are in the majority blonde and with blue eyes because of the colonization process. So we start to digging more from their experience so that we are able to see that within those identities there are also differences in terms of class and can complement each other and can build collective power by recognizing the different powers that women and we all have to build towards the common objective. What is the power that you have? What is the power that you bring here? It's great you have the capacity to bring together women from the community because they trust you. That's a big power. So we start to from the very concrete thing, to try to make it visible how the different powers that we have are important to deal with a systemic problem and to increase the impact that we can have on that systemic dynamics and problematics. And then is kind of a process to make it visible how we cannot really make big impact if we don't ally with others.